Okay, welcome back everyone. Hopefully you got up and got yourself a snack and something to drink and kind of stretched it all out, because we are about to have some fun. So when we left, Folus walked out and said that he'd meet you at the stones. What does Valken do?
Yeah, I'll head out there then.
Gotcha.
Try and find them.
Yeah, so you kind of make your way around and kind of the familiar, almost precarious like rope bridges between the rocks here on like a like corner portion of the lake. And you make your way down, and Folus is there standing in the middle with a long sword in hand. Didn't think he'd show, honestly.
Well, here I am.
Let's get to it. Please roll initiative.
Sounds good to me.
If you would, Valken.
Okay. That is my initiative go down?
I don't
My
know.
armor class went down?
Uh-oh.
My initiative was +4, it's +3 now, and my armor class went from 15 to 14.
You have to check on your let me check your character sheet real quick.
Your
just to make sure
score.
something yeah, because I know you
Because I was looking at level stuff earlier that it changed.
let's look.
If it was my old initiative, that would be 18.
So you need to, yeah, because you took Dex last time, if I'm not mistaken. That's why.
Yeah, I think.
So that did, yep, it should be back to normal here in a minute. There you go. Does that look right now? You do a refresh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you still had, you had the feet stuff that
Well-
you're messing with on there, so you should be good. Okay. Let me
While
know.
he's fighting, me and Vin are gonna be getting the kids to chant Valkan more than they're chanting the other guy's name.
Yeah, and then I feel like that that
Ron's gonna help too.
Emma tries her best to keep the children inside, but you know, once she leaves and comes down, they just end up are like kind of around trying to hide and watch what happens. So Valken, what is your initiative?
18.
Can you double click the dice icon? Will it let you enter number?
Nice. I did something.
Yeah, double click that number
Yeah,
for
put
me real
nine.
quick to see if it'll let you do anything with it.
It brought up a character sheet.
Okay, it may just be me then. 18 you said?
Yeah.
Okay. You are up first. Folus is there in the
Okay.
middle.
I just kind of, before I make my move, I'm just kind of like lazily stretching and just, okay. And then I guess I will sprint over to him. Just kind of going from a very lazily, like, I don't even really want to be here, to immediate speed
Mm-hmm.
right up to his face. And I will take some swings at him.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, show him he is a small kitty.
That is going to be a 16
That hits.
to hit. Okay.
Nice. Get him.
And
Fuck
I
him
would
up.
like to spend a key point to try and do a stunning strike on
Go
that.
for it. Roll your
That's
damage first.
Uh-huh. 8 damage.
All right. And Constitution saving throw, he gets a 16.
Damn it. So he saves.
Does.
All right. I'll do my second attack then.
Mm-hmm.
This probably won't hit. That's 11.
Does not hit.
Okay. And I will use another key point to do patient defense.
Okay. Over to Folus. He kind of, you get one strike on him and he kind of dodges out of the way and then sees you kind of take a defensive stance, and he smiles at you. And he uses his bonus action. You see him kind of like swing the sword and kind of like almost do like a really precise movement, and you almost see kind of the sword like reverberate a little bit or something. You're not familiar with what he's doing. And then he's going to swing at you.
He's cheating. Kill him.
And he gets a 16 to hit.
Damn, with disadvantage too.
Oh, it would have been straight roll. So it's better. Yeah, he did something.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so it does hit you. He does 15 damage to you. So he swings the sword with two hands, and you kind of are trying to get out of the way of the blade with your patient defense. So you see that once the blade strikes you, just almost of like an eruption of force kind of forces the blade into you, and hits you. And he's going to try and hit you again. This one is at disadvantage. And misses you. So with your patient defense, you take that blow like kind of to your, like right to your abdomen, and it almost knocks the wind out of you, but you see the second strike coming and you duck out of the way.
Okay.
All right, your turn.
As I take that hit, kind of. I see you've been practicing a tiny bit. Good. And let's take some more swings at him then. I think that's 11.
11 does not hit.
Okay, another swing. It's a natural 20.
Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice. Roll your damage
Let's go.
and let me know if you're going to stunning strike or not.
No stunning strike. Just normal damage. Okay, I do double dice, right?
You do double dice. Also
Add
make
2d10.
a wisdom saving throw for me.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I'll do that first.
Yeah.
Wisdom save is 16.
16? Okay.
And damage, not very good for a crit.
Mm-hmm.
That's only 8.
8's total.
I did it right.
Let's see. You should have +5 to your damage. You had to check the dedicated weapon, so.
So the first attack I did
I
would add 3
accounted for
more
that.
damage. Okay. Sorry, what I say it was originally?
You
I
said 8, and then
that
so it should
time.
be 11.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, switching the sword out. You have to do the little dedicated weapon monk thing, so it uses your right
Okay.
stats. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. I would like to do another key point. Do flurry of blows.
Okay.
That'll be it's 16 plus 7.
That hits.
That's 7 damage on
Okay.
that one. Next one is 13.
13 misses.
Okay. And
And so
Yeah.
even though you're in the same space here on the map, you're kind of like maneuvering around each other, kind of ducking under blows. Just really kind of two like finesse type fighters kind of going at it here. Did you have something else you wanted to do? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
well, we're on a very tight area, so
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll just stay locked in, and I'll stay right here then.
Yeah. Okay, over to Folus, and just to spice things up here, he's going to try and maneuver around you to get an kind of an advantage, and he kind of you see him kind of put his hand over the blade again. You see it kind of pulsating with energy as well. Let's see. And gets an 18 to your AC, which I think is a hit.
Yep. I need more AC.
And you take 12 damage. And same as before, whatever technique he's using is kind of making him more precise in battle and then adding a lot of force behind his strike.
Okay.
That attack misses, and unarmed is also gonna miss. So he's relying on that power using to try and hit you. Your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of, keep moving with them, keep doing the monk dance.
Just circling around each other.
Yeah. And we'll take some more attacks.
Make a wisdom saving throw, by the way.
Oh. Okay, I'll just use this roll for the wisdom then. That would be a 9.
Okay. So you kind of hear a familiar voice kind of creep in the back of your mind.
Uh-oh.
And you hear it say, finish him now.
Oh no.
Oh.
So, you must attack Follis until you drop to 0 hit points, or he drops to 0 hit points.
Oh.
Okay. Just kind of shrug a little bit as that happens and keep throwing out swings. So here we go.
Mm-hmm.
That will be 14.
14 misses.
Okay.
You're
Alright,
looking for 15.
Okay. I think I got it that time. 19.
Yep.
And I will go ahead and spend another key point to try and make that a stunning strike.
Okay.
If,
Rolls a mighty 10 on the saving
He's
throw.
stunned.
So Follis is stunned. So you see kind of in his stance trying to like mirror you and kind of dodge your attacks, and when you hit him with this one, it just freezes him in place, and you see his eyes kind of darting, left and right, and you can see his muscles tensing up as he's just trying to move, but he can't. So roll your damage on that one.
okay. That will be 11 damage on that.
Okay. Let's see. Still up, and you can kind of hear him. Make sure I can get this right. I think they can kind of can speak falteringly, and you kind of hear him say, yield. But you can't.
Oh, shit.
Again, Valkan, this entire fight is not showing any expression of anger or frustration. He's just kind of like, we're fighting. And so he goes, huh? Didn't quite hear that. And then throws out his unarmed attack for bonus attack.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
Oh, jeez.
This is fine.
With advantage, that will be a dirty 20.
Roll your damage.
Okay. That will be 10 damage.
10 damage. So as you kind of see him just like standing there helpless, and you can kind of make out some words, but you're so focused. What does it look like when you knock Follis unconscious?
Well, like I said, he's just like, huh? Didn't quite hear that, and just knowing that he's got an easy target, just clocks him across the jaw. Just a straight up punch, nothing crazy.
Got you, and you kind of hit him, and he was kind of in a forward stance, and just you hit him right in the chin, and just as you do, you kind of feel his body you see his body untense and just falls backward onto the rocks, and you see kind of blood coming from his mouth.
Yeah.
Ron roars triumphantly. He's like, "Ah! Oh God!" It's very exciting.
Can I run in to heal the other guy?
Yeah.
Like I can see that he's like.
And you hear the kids just kind of just start cheering, yeah, you know, well, yeah, you know, and Emma's just kind of waiting. Oh, all right, Follis, get up. I understand. It's fine. Get up, Follis. And she kind of runs down, and you are moving with her, right?
Me, yeah, the ambulance is on the move.
Mm-hmm.
I got the healing tonic out.
You have fulfilled what the sword commanded.
So I'm kind of
Good. Oh,
back
thank
to. I'm back to.
That could have been bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Take
You
me a
drop
second
these
to
hit
realize
points.
what's happening and be like, ooh, yikes. Ron, help.
Oh, yeah, I'm on top of it here, and I'm like already pouring the vodka down his throat.
Yep. And Follis does regain hit points as you're kind of tending to him.
Falcon's doing like the coming back to consciousness, like little slaps, like, oh,
Yeah.
Oi,
And he
wait
kind of
up,
comes
oi.
to and like he's like, get off me. And he just kind of puts his fingers like, you bastard! I said yield! What's wrong with you?
I think my ears are not clean. Didn't quite hear it.
Yeah, sure, all right. And he just like picks up his sword and just storms off like a child. And Emma's just like, oh, maybe now he'll cool off a bit. Between you and me, I was hoping you'd put him in the water, but this is fine. I'm sure it was fine. I didn't hear him say yield, so I'm sure he's just a little sore at to be honest, the embarrassment in front of the school, so right?
I don't hold it against him.
Roll a deception check.
It was fun. I got a little exercise. What'd I do?
Roll a deception check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 16.
Okay. She's like, all right, well, let's get back inside. Doesn't seem to think anything else.
Yeah.
You all
We were
make it.
far away, so we probably didn't hear it either, right? We didn't hear the guy yield.
The only person that would have been able to hear him, since he was stunned and could barely say it through his teeth, would have been Valken.
Very good job, Velkin. I'm gonna like pat him on the back really, really strong.
And you see some of the students like, wow, what's your name again? Can you teach me to fight like you? Are you gonna be a new instructor?
This is Valkin. He is not called Dragon. He is Dragon Slayer.
Oh,
That's true. He slayed a dragon once. I saw
It's
it.
true. It's very true.
Oh, hi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, relax. Give me some space.
And another kid's kind of like, you know how whenever like kids and nosy adults see someone with a tattoo, one of them just like kind of grabs it. Whoa, what is that? Are you the snake?
Ugh.
Oh, is this true, Valken? Are you have animal name like other two?
Yeah, dude, Snake.
Yeah, are you? We never went over this.
I thought Dragon
Boy.
Slayer was a pretty cool name, but I kind of like Serpent better.
Is this what I win for winning a fight? Jeez. They used to call me. I had the name Serpent. Okay.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Oh.
Very impressive.
How'd you get that? Is that a cool story you gotta tell us?
Part of the. It was a part of the school. That's why she's the dragon. He's the tiger because he's an asshole, and I'm a snake. Serpent.
I wonder what I would be.
Probably a moose.
Oh, what?
Jinx.
Vin! Ha! It is
We're on the
decided.
same
I am
wavelengths.
loose. I think we spend too much time together, but you know what? It is not a problem for me.
I try to booty bump Bryn.
Friends much stronger than you and kind of booty bumps you like over.
Yeah, I like fall over, but like catch myself. You know, with like a bent knee.
Since this is so interesting, Ron, what would you be? An elk?
Ron is maybe perhaps old bear.
You could
Bear
be
or
an
elk?
Bear or
bear.
elk?
I could be a bear.
What would I be? What would I be?
Those are very vicious.
Vin would
Could
be
be like a salamander.
salamander. Oh, see, look, Bryn is decided. Vin is salamander.
Yeah, salamander.
Salamanders aren't vicious or cool.
No, they're known for having like magic, fire magics, you know?
Yes.
Salamanders are little stupid lizards. They go, but
Well, this is your perspective, but everybody
What
knows that
stupid
salamanders
lizard are you?
contain magic. It's why you use them in magic brews and potions. You take that little salamander and you whack it, and then you put it into the potion, and it's very good. Why do you think my healing tonic is so strong? Oh,
Yes,
I
this
just
is
told you
good.
this part.
It is good. But
Salamanders
it is a
stupid
fire
heat.
magic salamander.
Yeah,
real,
fire magics.
real
Mm.
big like elk.
Oh
Not
yeah,
a
there's
tiny,
legend of giant
not
one, right?
tiny river lizard.
Not a
Yes.
little baby
Yeah,
lizard, but a
yeah.
big giant lizard that is very ferocious.
Vin, roll,
Now you're just
roll a nature
rubbing it
check for
in.
me.
Who do what?
Roll a nature check for me.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Honestly, don't know what Vin would be.
Hold on,
Can you tattoo a volcano on somebody?
Chat says Ron is an elk bear, which is perfect.
I think this is a 9. We're gonna go with 9. I don't know if it's a 9 or so. I'm gonna go with 9. And a nature is +1, so 10.
Okay. Salamander's okay, I guess. You've heard of some stories of kind of what they were saying, like much larger creatures. But it's just like folk stories about these giant kind of fire lizard things.
It's just folklore, guys. Those things don't exist.
Oh, it is real. It is real. I promise. I swear it on my baba. It is real. Where do you think these legends get their start, you know?
I
It is okay, but we
cool.
celebrate
I like
Valken's
dirt.
victory.
Oh yes, we should drink many drinks and eat many sweetbreads. Do your people, Valken, they know how to make sweetbreads? The cinnamon
not-
ones that you spoke of.
Possibly. I haven't. I don't know. I haven't been here in a long time.
Oh,
But we don't. It's fine. It was a silly fight. Just a nice alcohol of some kind would be just fine with me, I think.
How does
well, if they don't have
Valken-
anything, we can always drink healing tonic, I suppose.
or your milk jug.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh yeah.
I'll just try it again.
Okay. Well, let's get back
Sorry.
inside.
How does Valken feel? I know after the heat of the battle, they were kind of giving each other like animal names and stuff. Does it bother him at all that they're just kind of assigning names when it took you a decade or more to earn yours?
No, I don't think it would bother him. It's not one of those things that when Valken was doing his training,
Mhm.
he's always had a sort of go with the flow attitude. So while he worked hard, and that was like something he earned, that wasn't a laser focus of his. Like, I have to get this thing. It was just, oh, I have a tattoo and a name now. Cool.
Okay.
Sort of thing.
So you all make your way back up to the interior. Follis is nowhere to be found. You can imagine he probably stormed off, to go cry to himself, cool off, or kind of sulk. But you are all inside.
Boy
And,
crying like a little baby.
Yep, it's starting to get a little dark, almost kind of close to bedtime for the young ones that are getting ready and kind of going off into their little kind of dormitory area. And of course, Emma is there. And she's kind of waiting. She's like, all right, well, drinks anyone?
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh,
Everyone?
Yes.
Oh,
Drinks is
what
good.
kind of drink is it?
Yeah. What do you have?
Oh, well, we have a plum grove that luckily survived. So we have some plum wine available.
Is it, how you say, sweet? I do not think I've tried this before.
Yes, it's quite sweet and quite good.
Oh, I would very much like a very, very small serving, please.
Alright.
And thank you.
And she goes off and fetches some and kind of brings like a carafe to the table and kind of fills up drinks for everyone. And she kind of, sits on the floor, kind of lounging at this point with all the students to, off to bed. She just doesn't have to maintain kind of the sensei kind of presence. And she looks over to Valken and she goes, well, the Viper strikes again, it seems. To be honest, I
Viper.
am kind of glad he deserved to be knocked down a couple pegs. But that's just between you and me.
I don't understand your customs here. Where I come from, if somebody is annoying, then somebody's definitely going to punch them in the face. First chance they get. Right in front of everybody. They put a stop to that problem. You don't have to sit there and think it. You just do it.
Well, strength isn't always important. What's important is knowing when to choose your battles and only choosing those that you can win. In this particular case, I have no one else to help me. And, well, even though he's a bit brash and kind of an asshole sometimes, he did stay to help rebuild this place. So, some respect is deserved.
I hate to say it, but I actually agree.
It seems Sensei's left his mark on you as well.
Could be. Could be that I'm just beginning to be an old man. I don't know. Some days I wake up in the morning and I hurt in places that I shouldn't. I feel like, I don't like it.
I can't be that bad. I'm sure with your heritage, you'll age much slower than I.
Something like that.
Do your knees
But,
pop whenever you stand up? Mine do that sometimes. It's awful.
It depends on the weather.
Mm.
Ugh. Mine do that.
No, cold days, it most definitely. Rainy days sometimes.
Well, you all said you came from the mines. Just passing through. I feel we've just become acquainted, but it is of course nice to meet you, and you're more than welcome to stay here for the night to get out of the weather.
Oh, much appreciated. We are from Tustin. We belong to the Order of Iberus.
Interesting. I think I've heard of them. I'm not too far from here, so.
Yes, we often take jobs, contract jobs to help people.
Ah, yes. I'm assuming that's where you're headed back now after finishing something.
Yes. We were able to save a bunch of miners from evil creatures inside cave. They dug too deep, and thinking about it now, Ron, we did almost not make it out. It's a very tough job.
Well, you all must work very well together as a team, it seems, so.
Yes, we are like big family.
Similar to here, honestly. Feel free if you need anything, just let me know. Unfortunately, I do have to wake up quite early. Someone has to take care of the place, so unless you need anything else from me, I'm going to retire for the night. You're more than welcome to grab some beds in one of the dormitories, wherever you can find room. So if the
Oh,
children are bothering you, let me know, but they should behave.
thank you.
Go get some rest. You deserve it.
She stands up and she kind of locks eyes with Falcon, and she just says, it truly is good to see you. I'm glad you came back. at least for a day. Maybe longer, some point in the future. And she kind of says, we could use the help. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. And she grabs her wine and walks back to her chambers.
Okay, if this is your home, then it is okay if you wish to stay.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't even know this was here. Did you think you were going to stay here and help with the little ones? You know.
Not exactly. Not a kids type of person, per se. And this is very much still a shock to me that they've built this. I still not sure what to think. I'm glad everybody's doing well, but last time I saw this place, it was smoldering wood. So I don't know. Maybe one day. But I'm not sure how much I can help them now. Anyway, we have some nice wine to finish up.
This is very good, very sweet.
Yes. Okay, then we shall drink to Valkan's victory. And Ron raises
Yes,
the cup.
very good. Well done, Belkin. You fought most honorably.
Not like I had a choice, right?
It's true, he challenged you.
It's true, it's true. He deserves to
Actually-
get punched in the face, though.
I wonder when that idiot's gonna come back. I suppose I can stay up and wait for him.
Okay.
So
Punch out.
anytime you all want to hit the bed, you're more than welcome to find a place to sleep.
I feel like we immediately, like the second he says that, we're like, good night.
Yeah.
Pass out.
So easy enough. While there are a couple of kind of dormitory areas, think like kind of like almost like barracks style, where each room has like several beds. You can see that just almost out of whether it's just kind of trained or courtesy, most of the students have kind of piled into like one or two rooms just to kind of give you all space, as almost kind of a like a courtesy to guests. So there are a couple rooms, and you can easily find somewhere to stay.
Okay.
So, what Valken, while you're staying up, and you wait a couple hours, Follis he didn't come back by now. He probably stormed off, and just his pride's hurt enough to kind of go off and kind of blow off some steam or something. But after a couple hours, you do see Emma come back. And she says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were still up. I know that you don't really sleep, but
Yeah. Still kind of taking everything. I was hoping to maybe catch Follis on his way back, but he hasn't showed up yet.
I would not
So-
expect him to return for the rest of the nights, to be honest. When he gets into a mood, I mean, you know how he is. I did want to talk to you about something before you left. Kind of fortuitous that, you're still awake. It's always in the back of my mind, as brash as Follis is, I can't stop thinking that who else would be angry at us other than, I don't know, it sounds silly, but just, I don't know.
I don't remember too much. I know the competitions we had against other schools intense, but let's be honest here. I was always half into them. So I guess I wasn't paying attention much. Maybe maybe they were more hated than I remember, but I can't wrap my head around the idea of a school wanting to burn down another school.
I know,
I've not heard of it, at least.
and there's nothing else to really go off of. I mean, I know that the Temple of the Crystal Rose really despised us there, but after this incident, they stopped all competitions altogether. There was talk of reigniting them this year, but I haven't made my decision yet. None of the students are ready. You know, I don't know. I don't know who would put forward, so I wish we had more people to, you know, volunteer for this, or at least kind of look into this, but
Oh,
we've just really started.
you mentioned this briefly earlier, but I am a member of a traveling mercenary band, so I can assure you that I've not been idle. Places I go, tried to keep an ear out for anything, especially in regards to the master.
Well,
I've come across nothing.
I know that they're based out of Imberholm, which, well, since we hosted the last one before this happened, they would be due for next, so maybe I'll contact you if, you know, they end up moving forward with this kind of silly competition. Maybe an excuse to go there and kind of look into things.
I think that's what's best.
Backstory quest.
All right. Well, you said it yourself. How can I reach you?
Well, we have a headquarters in Tustin.
Right.
I could draw on a map where it's at.
I'm familiar. I just reach out to the guild that you're in, or the order, and we'll just see what happens. So
Yeah, I do wish there was more I could, but I'm not sure now. I'm not a teacher.
I don't expect you to stay. I mean, I wouldn't want you to if you didn't really want to. It's a lot to ask, and it's been a long time, but I understand. It's a lot to give up. I mean, I understand this as much as anyone else.
Do know that now that I know you're here, and something is here, that I will do my best to try and make my way here as much as possible.
I would like that very much.
Oh.
Just assumed it was abandoned completely. I almost refused to come back.
I understand.
So as much as Follis blames me for what happened, he is right in a sense. I could have been there.
You can't blame yourself. I mean, what were you going to do? Stay when Sensei told everyone to leave? That would not have worked out very well for you.
Might be right. Who knows?
We can't live our lives looking in the past. That's why I decided to rebuild. Otherwise, that's all that I would have done. The best thing we can do now is continue as he would have wanted. I hope that we, you know, at least get some
You think
insight
there's
into
a
what
chance?
happened.
You think there's a chance he's still out there?
I hope. That's about all we can do.
If he is, I'll find him.
Thank you. I'll
There
let
won't
you
be any
know.
closure.
Yes, I agree. I'll send a missive if this the tournament goes forward, and let you know, you can come as one of the academy or not. But it might be a good first place to look. Anyway, it's very nice to see you. I do have to be up early, as you know. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. And she kind of walks
Have a good
by and
rest.
she kind of puts her hand on your shoulder, and just kind of lets it slip away and walks back to her room.
I think I will head to where the training room is and just kneel on the floor and proceed to do my trance for the night.
All right. Just how you remember it. It's a long, or kind of a large, empty room with some kind of some training stands for hand-to-hand fighting, and some other things to assist with various weapons, training weapons and things. But when you sit there and complete your trance, and the rest of you successfully complete your long rest, and the day is yours to do as you wish. It is now let's see, the 18th of Sextus, and you all would know that the 17th or 18th is when your shields would have been completed and then delivered.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I want to go back to the guild and check in and, submit the paperwork and then get our shields that should be delivered. And then, hey, we just got some more gold. We could go into town.
Do we need anything?
Healing potions.
I'm saving my monies for some tattoos.
Good point.
Yeah.
But I do want to buy some healing potions because I'm out. And those are clutch.
Okay. So you wake up in the morning. Everyone says their goodbyes. The kids ask you 50,000 questions. If you're coming back, if you're going to be a teacher.
Falcon's just
He's like, I want to be just like the serpent. No, he's the cobra, stupid. No, he's not. And they're just like arguing because they don't know you.
Before we actually leave, I want to pull Emma aside, and I would want to take out some of my gold, and I would like to hand her. I'd like to hand her 100 gold.
She kind of pull her aside, and she goes, I can't. You earned this.
I have, and I've chosen to spend it on the school. Now, please. It's not nearly enough to cover everything you've sacrificed, but hopefully it can help some.
Oh, all right. And she kind of accepts it with both her hands, and then she bows deeply to you. Safe
Not
travels.
necessary.
It is very much.
Hopefully soon see each other again.
Yes, please. And you all set off. The rain has
Do you
stopped.
give her a hug or anything, or like a look? Is there like a lingering
Ooh, yeah.
Valken.
handshake, a bow?
No, Valken's kind of he's
Stupid.
a little oblivious to that. Yeah. And he's just kind of
Aw.
Yep. And then as kind of you all go to leave, you hear the children kind of asking like Sensei, like 1,000 questions. What did he give you? Do you like him? Are you gonna get married? Are they gonna be all our new teachers? And she's just like, quiet. Everyone to the training room. We're doing extra training today. Aww. And then she's like, now, and they snap to and kind of march into the training area. All right. So you all
Made my
make your
day.
way back to Tustin, easy enough. And you all make your way there. It takes you about, at this point, like 2 days to get there. Easier traveling. You're pretty close. You're right on the road as you get out of the forest, so not a huge issue there. You make your way over to Tustin, and you kind of go around the city walls back to where the Order of Iberus is settled there, kind of as almost like a bulwark built in to the wall there. And you find your horses to be stabled and make your way inside, similar to what was last time, where you arrived about dinner time. It's kind of about early lunch or so, and you see various kind of members of the order sort of just, milling around, kind of getting things prepared. Some people just getting back. Just kind of a large assortment. Like, you see like a gnome like tinkering on some things. Just various kind of characters. You see, one particular person just kind of inspecting their quarterstaff, kind of looking over some of their things, looking at their shield. And you make your way in, and you see Taryn at the head of the table, kind of talking up with some people. Then you see, of course, Quentin Hannibal is there, just kind of handful of like some haunch of meat and just chowing down on it. And you can see, and then Taryn notices you. Oh, welcome back, my favorite adventurers. Right. That was quick.
Not so loud. There's other people around.
They all know all of you are my favorites.
Okay.
But yes, we have completed contract. Hand over the contract.
Oh, Ron, I don't handle the paperwork anymore. That is Quentin's job, but I do have some news for you all. Some good news on many fronts, actually. First off,
bonus?
What's that?
Never mind, I didn't say anything at all.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Bryn. I'm so sorry.
It's totally fine. I was making a joke, and I'm sorry, sir.
Stop with the formalities. It's fine. So, first off, about your little inquiry about meeting with the king. Good news. The general has agreed to meet with you all. Now, I did pull some strings, and I don't know what to make of it, but it's something.
Yes, very great news. Yes.
So, based on what the missive we got a few days ago said to meet with General Uthek, he will be in the Citadel. Just tell the guards at the gate there that you're with the Order of Iberus. Give them your names, and they will, of course, usher you to the general at his convenience, of course. But honestly, I'm a little surprised at work. But it's been a while. But maybe he's just interested. Maybe we've made a name for ourselves based on all of your good works. And he looks over all of your good works, of course, not just them, everyone. You're doing such a great job.
I kind of look around. I'm like,
yeah, I kind of smirk like a class, like the smarty pants, would like smirk at their rival. I do that at everybody.
Yeah, and he says, all right. Also, Quentin has got a delivery for 2 of you. Very exciting. So I guess when you can go see him, then you can, I guess, pick up your items. But yes, that's all I have. Good to have you back.
Oh, thank you so much. This is a great day. Very much good news.
This is Gramps, right?
Mm-hmm. It's Taryn Van.
Much appreciated, Gramps.
Oh, Falcon. Don't call me that, please. Okay, all right, it's fine. That's fine. Go see Quentin. I'm sure he's waiting.
We'll head over to Quentin.
He's sitting at the table, just a large haunch of meat, and he's just like, What is it? The dudes aren't ready yet. You just paid them.
Well, we have understanding we have received package. Yes.
Oh, right. All right, come on. And he kind of takes like a last like big bite of like the meat, and puts it on the plate and kind of wipes his hands like on his tunic, and then looks and grabs the plate and takes it with him. Then you can kind of go back to his office where there's just paperwork everywhere. It's not dirty. It's just cluttered. He kind of sits back down in the chair and leans back. All right. Let's see.
Can I do an
see.
investigation roll to just try to look at some of the stuff that he's got? Like,
Sure,
kinda
yeah.
get an idea of what's going on.
Make an investigation check.
business-wise. I think that's only an 11. Yeah, 11.
There's a lot of stuff. Like there's just like general like personnel files that are kind of spread out on the desk. It's like a large kind of L-shaped desk, and you can see like contracts of like, you know, outstanding, completed. There's a pending tray with nothing in it at the moment. There's also kind of a stack of papers that say just denied. Kind of like a pretty sizable stack there. And he kind of sees you. He's like, all right, nothing ready yet. I'll let you know if there is.
Hey, look, can I ask you a sort of unrelated question?
Sure.
You get all the missions come through here, no?
Yeah.
You ever hear of this guy? He calls himself the Baron. All black, kind of, you know, green eyes, kind of creepy dude. Magic, you know.
No, we don't.
No,
No Baron anyway.
Never mind, not important.
Kind of a weirdly specific
What
question,
about,
but
well, do you know anything about this? What do they call this? Oh, I just heard some people talking about it. They were called the Conclave. Those are the bad guys, right?
never. Are they another guild? You're not jumping ship, are you? All right.
No, they might
We
be
need everyone
another
we can
guild.
get.
I don't know, but if they are another guild, you should probably really know about
Where
it.
are they from? Are they taking our contracts? I haven't seen anything.
No, from Salone. Very far.
Oh. Well, that's just a bunch of kooky wizards over there, all right?
Yeah, I know. But hey, if anything comes through, you hear that name Conclave or the Baron, can you like maybe write it down and let me know next time I'm through?
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. I'll let you know.
I will not jump ship.
I'll let you specifically know out of everyone here in the guild, of course, and the guild master, but I'll come to you first.
Hey, listen, it is important, okay? You think that we go on missions and we don't learn things? We don't pick up important facts about creepy wizards doing shit elsewhere, you know? We're trying to do our job and you are standing in the way right now. I'm angry. I'm leaving. I'm
keeping
Ron,
your package
hold
then.
me back.
If you walk out that door, it's mine. That's the rules.
I'm not angry at you. I am angry at, you know what? I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I apologize. Can I please have my package?
All right.
It's a really shiny shield. I really want it.
Yeah, and there's just kind of like like a thin kind of just, I don't know, crate or something like that, and then he kind of opens it up and you see kind of two like just rounded like shields kind of stack on top of each other. And he
they
picks
look
them
really
up.
cool, like matchy, like they're identical, and we're gonna look really cool holding
and
them.
you can kind of see that while like kind of the general construction, there's of course like some metal on the back, like some bracing. You notice the leather kind of handholds are made from the hide of the dragon. You see the front of it is kind of green and scaled, and kind of on the outside of it, some of like the claws and the fangs that you had gotten kind of make like the ring around the shield kind of harden on the outside of it. And he goes, oh shit,
Very nice.
there you go. He's like, he holds
Mine
it.
is
Like,
round. Is Ron's around? I have to be able to throw it. So mine's
but
like
lighter than I thought it would be. Ron looks exactly how he wants it to look.
Look at us. Look at us. Yeah, it's like yours can totally look different. It doesn't have to be round.
Are you a round shield kind of guy? A kite shield kind of guy? Yeah.
Yeah, round shield.
Yeah. 2 round shields with green scales.
This
Now
is
when
very, very
Into town,
beautiful.
People will be like, those guys mean business.
And Ron just like inspects the shield and feels the grooves of the wood and the hide and all that, and the fangs with his fingers and hands, just getting like the feel for it.
Yeah, and
Feels
you'd
so
expect
nice
it to
and
be
supple.
heavier, just with all the bone and kind of the like the claw and stuff, but it's not. It's comparable to what
Oh.
you have, but it feels very sturdy. So for the sake of this, you all both have a +1 shield available
Nice.
Yeah.
to you. And kind of Mhm.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Quentin kind of looks and goes, oh, right, contract. You're on a contract for the mining people. You
Oh,
done?
yes. Finish. Signed and finished. Ron hands it over.
All right, he kind of gets it. And, he's like, all right, looks good here, and he kind of stamps it and kind of puts it in a file. All
They'll
right.
probably be coming back with another one pretty soon. They weren't very smart and they're digging in a place they should not be digging. So just as a heads up,
And he goes,
probably get some more work out of them.
job security is what we call that in
we
the
did
business.
tell them. We told them the price would go up though, so you know.
I
All
said
right.
triple.
He looks over to
Maybe
Vin.
triple,
He's
but
like,
then you can give them a deal.
I always thought you were going to try and take my chair. Not yet. Not ready to retire.
Oh, Vin, you would be so good at this job. They could call you the desk salamander.
Yes, they will
Not-
do.
A salamander!
She's obviously a person. She's not. You're so weird. All right.
Salamander,
Another form of business here. Let's see. Guild dues are all paid up. That's good. All right. Also, a bit of guild business here. You all know the rules. If you've been on 3 or more contiguous guild contracts, it is preferred that you come up with a name for your group, so I don't have to keep writing all your fucking names. For accounting purposes, of course. So next time you pick up a contract, think of what that might be. Otherwise, I'll call you the assholes. Doesn't matter to me.
Oh, but Ron is
down for
fine by
that.
very nice. Ron is
I
not an
kinda
asshole.
like it.
I'm kind of fine with assholes, you know, like you could turn into like the a-holes or like the, you know.
The A team. Let's
The A
go.
Yeah.
All right.
We
Down
are
the
good
assholes.
people. We help many people. We
Yeah,
are not
so we're
we are
very
not
nice.
assholes.
I'm
We did have like
sure you
a
do.
group. We were when we were buying all the sweetbreads and we were joking about how we all really enjoy sugars.
So we
like
should
the-
be
The sugar assholes?
sweet. Oh,
I don't
well,
care. You just let me know.
It's us-
Cheeks.
It's assholes.
Listen, when you pick up your next contract, you let me know. I'm gonna finish my lunch. Right?
But
Piece
one
up the plate.
more thing. We fight a strange creature. It made metals all brittle every time we attack. But can we have good place to fix our weapons?
I mean, you could check with some of the smiths out in Tustin. I mean, we can do basic smithing here with the horseshoes and stuff like that.
No, we
We're a
can do it
growing
to Tustin.
organization, of course. I mean, of course, if you recruit someone, we could have pay them a relatively comparative rate.
Oh.
You could go to Tustin. Falchia probably gonna have any number of smiths down there. I mean, your choice. I don't care wherever you want to go. But
Who's
How-
on the way to the king?
what's that?
Who's on the way to the king?
Oh, that'd be in Falchia, or you could try Tustin. Do you all know that Tustin, while it's not kind of like Falchir Icegarth sized, it's kind of like the like their main
Well
industry
known.
is fishing. They're like the main like fishing hub that kind of gathers a lot of the food for the area, where Icegarth was kind of culture, knowledge, and that kind of sort. That was their shtick. Tustin is sort of average sized city / town, but their main thing are boats and fishing.
And the other town you said with the F?
Falchir is the capital, and it is by far the largest city you've ever seen in your entire life.
Are they known for anything, or is it just like normal
That's
city
where
things?
that's where the king lives. That's where the standing army is based out of. Roll a history check for me, because you may know a
can I do
little,
it?
but you didn't really grow up there. Valken would know specifically about
Oh.
some particular things.
It is 7 + 1, 8.
An 8. Big city. Not sure if you visited there or not. You think it probably has a lot of stuff. Valken, growing up there, if depending on if you want to share the information or not or answer the questions, thousands upon thousands upon thousands people live there. You've got the different districts, you know, like the Wells and Pigrow, kind of where you grew up, like the shantytown slums outside the city. You've got 6 markets, where kind of all of like major trade hub is of the city. People coming from all over the Vantis Kingdom, even from like far from the south. Goods are kind of brought in from Tustin as things come in because it's on the ocean. Major trade hub. You've got kind of between that and Wideside, where a lot of the kind of people live, and you've got, you know, your various like local shops and things. You've got Goldcrest, which is kind of the like higher society, like upper middle class up to the nobility, and that's why the Vantis Keep is kind of surrounded by that area. And then you also have like Dawn Song, where, you know, population's sprinkled throughout this, but that's sort of the area. If you're looking for a temple for a god to pray to, you're more than likely going to find it there. So if you can't find it in Falshire, probably not worth finding for normal folk.
Let's just go to Falshire. Let's just, go to Falshire then.
Yeah,
So
sounds
like
good.
everything's there.
Yeah, might as well.
And we can spend some
Be
time
efficient
there.
with our time.
And maybe have another fancy dinner. I don't know. Maybe do some gambling, some pit
Bryn,
fighting.
we know that we cannot have fancy dinner.
I know. I just like to think. Sometimes I dream about it. I wake up and I'm like, thinking about it, and it just, where I come from, everything is very bland. So it was very nice.
We are not the fancy type.
Yeah, it's true.
We kind of caused the scene.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was their problem, not our problem. You know?
Some may see it differently.
It is a different town, maybe different culture. We should be okay. Maybe fancy is not so. What is the word? Oh, asshole, like Old Town.
Oh, I thought we're the assholes, though.
No, this is not the name of a group. Okay, we are very friendly, helpful people. We are like a sweet brigade or something.
Yeah, like the sugar babies. Yeah. Like
Ron is not a baby. We are not sweet baby.
Would you call everyone baby?
No, it is a small child.
The sugar adults, sugar grandparents. Yes.
It's not Ron's
Babas.
fault
We're sugar babas.
when we come across halfling or gnome, but Ron mistake for small child. It's not Ron's fault.
Ron, we've told you many times. I don't know that at this point you can really pass the blame. Okay. We'll think on it.
You
Yes.
arrived early in the morning. You could spend whatever amount of time you want here, or you could turn around and head back to Falshire. You expect it would probably take you 4.5 days to get there on the road with horses and save a little time. So up to you.
Oh, we should head out, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you kind of gather your supplies and you see kind of Taryn in like a jovial conversation with like an old looking turtle as they're kind of laughing to each other, and he kind of goes, "Oh, gone so soon? Well, we'll see you again. We'll make sure to have some contracts for you next time. Let me know how the meeting goes."
Yes, thank you.
Every time we come home, it feels like no one really appreciates us very much. We're like we're like that group, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they appreciate the work we do, but no one really likes us.
And Taryn kind of tells the turtle he was talking to kind of hold on for a second. He comes over and he goes, "I think this is really great that the general's going to see you. would you mind just kind of floating the idea that if they have any like additional work needed, that we would be more than happy to kind of take that on. That would be such a major boon for our guild, as we're kind of a growing organization. And I would just be, if anyone could do it, I know that you could do it. And don't tell anyone else that, but of course you're my favorites. They're all my favorites. But just let me know how it goes. No pressure or anything. So
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ron will do
stop
this.
that. No sirs here. All right.
Oh, sorry, sir.
And you kind of like pats, like, it takes like a second and like an awkward long amount of time. It's like pats each one of you on the shoulder, like smiles at you. He's like, I'm really proud of all of you. I just want you to know that, and you're doing great work. And we'll see you soon. And he kind of goes back and goes back to his previous conversation.
Oh, so we have to tell General or King that the order is looking for more work. Okay.
This will make us look really good on all sides of the matter. We should do our best. Whoever's the best at talking. It's really none of us, I feel like.
I can talk. I have.
Yes, you can. You're very good at it, but you have to choose to behave yourself, and you never choose this choice. You always choose the other choice.
Listen, it's more fun being the other way.
understand. I
But-
just think that this is important.
I can be important sometimes. I have important speech sometimes.
Okay.
I can
Think
also
about it.
deceive if I need to pretty well sometimes.
Don't think you should deceive the general or the king. That seems like a
Or
really
I
bad
can persuade
idea.
as well if that's
Okay.
needed.
That's much better.
But
Yes,
sometimes
Ron
I will
also
deceive.
very persuasive.
Okay, good. I will just not talk when we meet them, perhaps, and just look really like badass and intimidating. Me and Valkian can just kind of stand like this, like back to back, and
Oh
kinda-
my goodness. And you're telling me that I'm the one that can't control myself.
What?
You're
That
over
was a
here
good
trying
suggestion.
to intimidate a general. Oh my
I just
goodness.
trying to make us look. Okay, whatever. Let us go.
So you make your way. You make decent time being on the road and having your horses and of course Elkie, your mount. It takes you about 4 days or so, since you're kind of basically going back and forth across, halfway across the kingdom here, which should put you at, so it's a nice kind of warm day. You had some rain on the first day of travel, but like I said before, this is a main thoroughfare of the Vanda's Kingdom. No worries about traveling here with bandits or other things like that. It's very well traveled. You pass, tradespeople, caravans. You pass, like a large regiment of the Vantis, like standing army marching on the road. Just a lot of just kind of hustle and bustle in this area. But you do make it to Falshir, which would be the seat of power in the Vantis Kingdom.
Cool.
And as you kind of ride into the town, as you're coming kind of from the northwest, Valken, you would expect that the road would lead to Six Markets coming from this direction. Obviously, you were never able to get into town from Six Markets, kind of based on your background. But when you all arrive, Valken, you would know that there was something that they called the Bastion, which is sort of not too different than kind of the Order is, kind of built onto the wall of Tustin. But this is like a professional standing military, like garrison training area. And while it was just kind of seated in between Six Markets and Meadowgate, it is fully expanded. It probably takes up a quarter of kind of the wall area of this city. And the way in from Six Markets is completely blocked. You see barricades, you see guards, you see soldiers. So you kind of make your way around in, passing like orchards and fields as they're kind of growing their own food on the southern side of the city. You kind of go around this large bastion of just, stone walls and battlements. You see towers kind of with guards in them. And you see just thousands of soldiers drilling, kind of doing maneuvers. You hear people like yelling orders, and you kind of move along. You see a couple things maybe y'all are not used to, but you see some kind of creatures flying in the air, kind of overhead above the bastion, and they have soldiers on their backs.
Wait, what kind of flying creatures are they?
Make a perception check for those that are interested.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural
So
20.
Perception.
Natural 1.
22.
Nice.
It's a 3 plus my 2 perception.
Yeah. So you can see. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ron. Sorry.
Oh, I was saying I got a 19, but then that 20. Well, it's just too good.
Yeah, you both
I'd like
see
to
it.
say that Bren was like, oh, look, what's that over there? But I got so excited and moved my hand so fast that I just knock Vin completely over and she eats a face full of dirt. That's why she didn't see anything.
Yeah, so you're kind of looking
Oh,
up.
sorry,
and
Vin, here, let me help you up.
Yeah, and you see, and you kind of point it out to everyone. Everyone's able to see this once you point it out. They're not hard to figure out what it is once you kind of see. And they look like creatures that are, when they're kind of flying in your direction, they look like almost like a giant eagle. When you see talons kind of on the front, and large wingspan with kind of a large like razor sharp beak, and you see like a soldier kind of directing them, and they take a sharp turn, and you can see that it's not an eagle, and as they turn, the back half of this creature looks like a horse.
Oh. What is this?
And
I was gonna nature it.
yeah, one of them lands, and it's right in stride as it lands, and it starts kind of, the back legs are galloping like the horse, and the front talons are kind of bounding along. Yeah, make a nature check.
13.
Okay.
13. And Falcon, give me a history check with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Ron, yeah, you would know this to be a hippogriff.
Wow, this is.
History check with advantage.
Ron would love to ride flying hippogriff.
With advantage, that would be a 14.
A 14. Kind of based, and as they get closer, kind of based on, the creatures that they're riding, kind of their just immaculate armor, and they kind of have stamped on whether we're wearing like a chest plate or like finely made studded like leather with a tabard. It's a very large symbol of a hippogriff and a crest, which you would know is the crest of the Vandus Kingdom. And based on that, this is what they call the Hammer of Falshir. Very exclusive, elite unit of the Vandus army. Basically, for someone of your standing, you don't fuck with them, ever. You steer clear, because they are well trained, they are even better funded, well respected, and they don't take shit from anybody.
As fascinating as that thing is up there, I wouldn't linger too long. We should probably keep moving. We should probably keep moving.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and you kind of make your way around, just kind of following the wall here, and then it turns to from orchards to fields of barley, wheat, corn, just your basic crops to kind of feed their population. And you kind of make it through, have to take a wide turn to get to the main road of what's called the Meadow Gate. And on the road side here, instead of like crops, it's like wildflowers. It looks beautiful, purples and yellows and pinks, just kind of line this entire road towards the gate. And you all see a very long line of people waiting to be admitted into the city. From here, Valken, you can kind of look on the east side and kind of get a peek of the wells, and then behind it, Pig Row, where you pretty much grew up.
Well, welcome to the city that I grew up in briefly.
Oh? What do you mean
Briefly?
briefly? I
What
thought
does
you were
that mean?
in school. Yeah, I'm confused.
The school was just several miles that way. Right? It's kind of far away from the walls,
Couple
right?
days. Hmm.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I know
Okay.
you were just there, but what do you mean you grew up here? I thought you grew up there.
I was there for a long time, but I was living here when I was extremely young. I don't remember much. Yeah.
Your
Just over
family is
there,
from
actually.
here?
No. I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't have. I had a family, but then I didn't have a family. It's a long story. But should probably find the
understand.
another time maybe. We should
Oh,
find
okay. Yeah, sure.
we should find who was it? General somebody?
General
General
Uthek.
Uthek. He is
Yeah.
at the
Wait, what time
Citadel.
of day is
Yeah.
it? Is it late? Should we find him today or tomorrow?
Based on
Yeah, what time
like
of day is
the
it?
the travel that you got, it's like late afternoon, almost like dinner time. So the sun's starting to go down. So
I think we should get some food, rest up, and then we can find him first thing in the morning. If he is general, he is probably not free right now. You know what I mean?
Yes, Ron would
Sounds
like
good to
to
me.
fix bronze axe as well, so we should find blacksmith.
Yeah, we might also
Mm.
want to do that in the morning. It's dinner time, Ron. I'm hungry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bryn, do you want to eat something fancy or save that for another night?
You're right. We should not waste all our money on fancy foods. Perhaps we could
That's
just eat
true.
something simple. Velcan, what is the food of the peoples here? What should we eat?
I mean, there's plenty of places inside the walls, but we can't get in there currently.
so
Generals, inside or outside?
the
Wait,
general's
Wait, are we inside or outside?
in the Citadel.
We're
So
inside now?
as you're approaching and talking, you kind of are passing some people and kind of some older like human gentleman with a car. He's like, "Lion's back there," and you look, and
oh, jeez.
you're gonna wait for a little bit. So you're in line for probably about an hour or so, and it's slow moving. And as you kind of get closer to this gate, and from what you can see, since the side of the city you haven't seen yet is up against the mountain, this is the only gate that is open to the city currently. And you see people with carts, like wheelbarrows, like families, people trying to trade. And as you get closer, you can see some of the what Dalius had said is the Imperial Guard of Vantis, or the Blue Guard, or Peacocks if you're being derogatory, based on kind of the blue on their helmets. And you can hear one of them saying, just kind of in line, he's like, "Please declare all valuables and items for trade inside the city of Falshire. You must register any and all weapons with the guard."
Oh boy.
Sounds super fun.
And you just hear him repeat the same spiel. It's like when you're waiting in line at the TSA and it's super long and you hear the same thing over and over and over, and the people in front of you still mess it up for some reason. Oh, I forgot, I had a dagger, I'm so sorry, and it's a mess. But you finally make it, kind of where you're maybe 10 or 20 groups back, and you see some of the guards just kind of checking people, looking through carts, making them register weapons, writing information down, and you see one of them kind of like touch something to someone's skin, touch something else, and then wave them through. And they do this to every single person.
Weird.
Hey, Valken, what are they doing?
I have no idea. I don't know what that
Well, since it's easy enough to be seen since you're waiting in line, you could make a nature roll, you could make a history roll if you're trying to figure out what's going on.
All right. 15 nature.
Okay.
5
Can I do like an
history.
investigation? Like just watch and like see if I can figure it out?
Sure, you can try it. Your information will vary depending on what you're doing, and you can roll on something if you'd like, Valken.
What was the? It doesn't matter. It's extremely low.
So
I was
Val,
13, so not good.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
5.
actually, Vin, roll with advantage for me. So Valken, you're like, I don't know what the hell they're doing here. What was your roll, Bryn?
13?
The 13. You're trying to figure out. You're like, they're touching like something, like a metal or something.
How rude.
Now it's a 14.
A 14. So
Yeah,
you kind of
Better than 5.
Dumb.
yeah. So you look, and were you doing nature or history?
I was
Then?
doing history.
So you kind of think back, like, why does that matter? And you kind of think back to some of the old stories, like, well, you know, some like pixies or like fey creatures like hate iron. You know, some other like werewolves and stuff maybe like hate silver. Yeah, that's about as far as you can think of. Why would they touch metal? Ron with a 19 on a nature check. Just kind of figuring out what's going on here. You would know that there are certain types of creatures that are completely adverse to some like certain metals. Like you may have had run-ins with the Fae before, and kind of the rule is like you know, you carry iron on you, or you know, some creatures are more susceptible to silver. It hurts them when touched. Even some shape changers are adverse to iron. You're not sure which or if it's true, but that's just kind of what the knowledge that you have.
Oh.
So, Ron just like relays this information to the team, and then Vin, this is not problem for you, yes?
This could very much be a problem for me. We should go somewhere else.
Vin,
Okay, I guess we have to find another way into the city. Great.
Wait,
This
is
is
this
the only
into
way.
the city or
Wait,
the
what?
restaurant?
City.
Oh, we're still in the city.
Mhm.
What if
No,
Vin
this is
this-
this is
this-
the line to get into the city.
Oh, I
disappear?
thought this was a lie. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could disappear. Wait. No, I can't disappear.
kind of,
Wait, no, I can disappear.
you would know, Vin. You've never heard of this, and you haven't had a problem before, but nobody's ever like touched metal to you specifically. But you haven't had any kind of stuff happen during your life.
If you hold a silver coin, are you normal?
Someone touch silver to me, quick.
Okay, here. And I'm gonna touch some silver to her hand.
Yep,
And then I'm
so,
gonna do iron after that.
Yeah.
yep, so you touch.
I
You have
have
her
iron.
hold some silver, and she.
Yeah.
It seems fine. I mean, you've carried
Okay,
silver
I
coins
have
before.
some iron. It's iron. What's made
What do
of
you
iron?
have that's iron?
Nothing.
Oh wait, are my climbing
Yeah.
pitons or pythons, however you say that word?
They're probably
Yeah,
iron.
pitons, yeah,
Are those
they're probably
iron?
iron.
They'd have to
You've
be
held them before.
strong.
I grab them out of my bag and hold them. Does
Seems
anything
fine
happen?
to you.
Oh, there's no problem.
Fine.
Do we
It's
know
totally
that
fine.
that's iron or possibly silver?
We don't know.
Why would they have a hatred against possibly changelings? What did I ever do to them?
Maybe
Probably
it's
nothing.
just like fey creatures. You know, we've run in with those, and they're not so good to deal with. You know, so
I have the ancestry though.
Oh, so does Ron. It is fine. No, don't worry.
Okay.
look, if it's a
well-
problem, we'll explain to them that we were sent by the guild and we're here to see the general. It will be okay. What are they gonna
If-
do? Like put you in jail? No, you
I
didn't do
mean,
anything.
Maybe I've been in jail before for not doing
What?
anything. So I mean, what?
Well, don't tell.
Mm.
Maybe not say you've been in jail
I
before.
don't say that.
But maybe tell us
Okay.
later.
I'll
feels
just be
important.
quiet.
Okay, so you kind of get closer, and you're about like third in line, and you can kind of, you see someone kind of like, when they touch the iron tomb, they wince like, oh, and then they kind of like hold them, like hold on, and the person's like, it was cold. I'm sorry, it was cold. And you see kind of someone in just like some fine robes, kind of walk out, and just kind of and look, like inspect them, look over them, and they said, they're fine, move them along. They say, all right, and they let them go, and they kind of move forward. Okay, so
I want to
you,
position myself to where I'm in front of the group.
okay,
So,
The first one.
can I roll something to see if I'm familiar with that style of robe? Like if I'm familiar with what that person might be.
That person.
sure,
The person that inspected.
yeah. Let me know what you're gonna roll, and let's see if it makes sense.
Would that be
History, Arcana, maybe
history?
investigation, whatever you'd like.
it's all the same. I'll go with history.
Okay.
Probably not at the 6. I have
Yeah.
not really any idea.
It's like some kind of weird robe magic person. I don't know.
It's like a weird robe magic person.
I would
yes.
like to like be in the middle of the group, but not act like I know that like
Mhm.
the people that I'm with, just in case something bad happens, they don't get in trouble. But I'd also like to ready invisibility, just in case something happens.
All right. And you kind of
I want to
go
step
through.
ahead of the group a little
So,
bit.
It's your turn now.
And
It's been moving
my
along.
turn?
Yep. It's all the group's turn.
Do not poke me with that thing. What are you doing?
Quiet,
What is
please.
this about?
And
No, what is this about?
Why?
do you have any
Hey,
weapons to
relax.
declare? Any valuables?
Yeah, I
need
have
all
like
of your
a
names.
crap ton of weapons to declare, and I will happily declare them all for you, but I'd like to know why you're poking people with that stick. I come from a very specific religion to the far north, and we do not like being poked with certain things.
Listen, keep your mouth shut, and we'll get you through as soon as possible.
No, but you should keep your mouth shut.
And you see kind of another guard kind of step behind you, like to try and like almost kind of get a good position in case you try anything. And one person with kind of describing all of your names, any valuables, any weapons on you to be registered, and your purpose of your visit to Felshire.
This is why I wanted to be ahead of the group so that they could watch the scene go down with me without them being part of my group, if that makes sense.
You've been in line
So I'm a
together,
party of
so
Oh,
they.
okay.
I mean, it would be very conspicuous if you tried to like nudge forward and be like, "They're not with me."
Okay. Well, I'm still trying to make sure they can't poke her yet until we get
They're not.
everything
They're doing you
figured out.
first.
We're here on order of guild, and I've got like all these. I just start pulling weapons out of everywhere,
Mhm.
like just like everywhere.
Taking notes.
Listen, what is that thing? Look, I'm telling you, I'm very superstitious. What is it?
One of the people, the guards, the little apologetic. He's like, it's fine. It's a formality. Cold iron and silver. It's not a problem. I promise.
Okay,
It's-
okay.
so-
Just like do it quick.
And they kind of touch the cold iron on you. It's cold. And they touch silver on you. And they go, all right, you can go through. Who's next?
I just look back at the others like, "Hmm."
Yeah, I am Ron.
Yep. And he takes all your
Hold on.
information, weapons to declare, things like that, state your purpose of Valshir, and kind of puts you together on like the ledger. And they do the same thing to you. They have kind of silver and cold iron. So touch the cold iron to your flesh first. Are you apprehensive or anything about it, or you playing it cool?
If it's cool, and I'm like, ooh,
Yep. So you're like, oh, and you kind of jump, and one of the guys like, hey, and then the road person kind of like looks you over. It's fine. So they go, all right, and you can check your belongings. Please go through. And they're kind of they're also looking through like your horses and your bags and stuff like that. All right, who's next?
I want to
I'll go
ready
last.
an action.
Sure.
I step
If they
forward.
try to do anything to Vin, like they can touch her with the pokey, but if anything happens, I want to position myself in front of her.
Okay.
That's the ready action.
Gotcha.
And I want to ready invisibility just in case they do something crazy to me. But
Okay, so you step forward, and they kind of have the cold iron and the steel. Is your shape currently changed at all?
no, I'm like the character that I've been like fronting the whole time.
If you have streaks in your hair, do you look, what is it, 7 years older than normal?
Younger. She should be looking 7 years younger. Fake.
She's older.
Yeah.
No,
no,
she was older,
but-
and then she made herself look younger.
Yep. So, assuming that you would keep that since you have been, unless there's a compelling reason that you would look older for this, but they kind of look and they hit the cold iron. They go to touch it to your skin. Are you apprehensive? Are you worried? And
No, I just have like a fake like a grimacing smile, like everything is fine, but like I clearly look like things are not fine, but I'm
Super
pretending
sus.
like everything is fine.
okay. And the guard just kind of like touches you with the cold iron. It's cold. Nothing happens. Touches you with the silver. Nothing happens. With you kind of the grimacing smile, one of the guards says, "Hold on." He waves the wizard over, and the wizard kind of looks at you, and he says, "Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to drop the incantation to change your form. Precautionary measures."
Huh?
Ma'am, once again, I'm gonna have to ask you to drop the incantation that is changing your form.
I don't. What incantation? I'm not incanting anything.
Ma'am, I know that you're making yourself appear younger, but as a precaution, please relinquish that for now, and you can recast it as soon as you're through the gates.
I like do what he says.
Yeah.
I don't really know what he's
She
asking.
looks 7 years older.
Do it, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, can you give me a performance check or a deception check? Up to you.
Probably deception.
Yep. Assuming that you're
Double
trying to make it look like you're
check.
casting a spell or something, or like removing it, or
Oh, they don't know she's like a changeling, and she was trying to pretend she's like a wizard.
14 plus 8.
perfect. So
Damn.
she
Glad
you
you said
know,
newbie high. Let's go.
she
Jeez.
kind of waves her hands around in a way that you all haven't really seen, but and then you see that she changes to look like 7 years older, and then kind of looks you over. All right, it's fine, move along.
I do like a really I don't know how to whistle IRL, but like I'm like doing a whistling noise of like someone that clearly was doing something wrong, but it's fine.
Yeah.
As I like walk past and like change again.
Yeah. In the
Is
same
she
check,
older
you
than
kind
I
of
thought
wave your
she was? She
hands,
looks
and
older.
and he's like, "Sir, come forward." He's talking to you, Falcon.
Yes.
Asks the same
Well-
questions, touches the cold iron, touches the silver to your skin. Are you apprehensive at all, or you just kind of sit there and let it happen? And
Oh, I'm fine.
okay,
I
so
think.
you kind of go through, and he's like, "All right, go through," and they take all the information, and they say, "Please be sure to check in once you are leaving the city. It will be a much faster process. However, we do need to make sure you all accounted for. Thank you for your cooperation, and welcome to the city of Falshia. Thank you."
And we're through?
And you are through.
Oh my
All
God,
of you
I
can
forgot
roll an
Mimi was in
Arcana
your
check for
bag.
me.
What?
I forgot Mimi
Arcana.
was in his bag. That could have been really bad.
13 plus 4. 13,
We just
13,
smuggled a
13,
mimic into the city, you guys.
What did we?
17.
What was the roll?
What were the rolls for Arcana?
All of us?
Yep.
I think this is just -1 for me.
Mhm.
12.
12 as well.
21.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay, for Ron and for Falcon, they're like, you don't know. There's a weird wizard, like some kind of dude. They were doing something, we have no idea. For Vin, since it happened to you, you're like, did they see something? Like, you didn't go to like a wizard academy or like the Arcanist assemblage. the powers that you have are kind of inherent, but you understand magic when you see it, and there's some kind of spell that was able to see things that were hidden. With your role, Bryn, you would know the spell. That wizard, it would be a sort of an expert in like divination magic, and you're almost certain that they had cast true seeing on themselves.
Oh, so invisibility wouldn't have worked at all.
Yep. In case
Okay.
in point with Valken, since you had no kind of reaction to what was going on, they had no reason to bring the wizard over to you to investigate further.
Which means would they have seen Mimi probably with that? Probably.
You don't know.
We just smuggled a mimic.
Actually, I think Ron has her now.
I do.
Oh,
Yeah, I passed her off to Ron.
never mind. Then that worked out.
Okay. So you all kind of usher through there, and you are kind of in the heart of Falshir as you're kind of going into kind of the road that splits the Six Markets and the Gold Crest. So you can see just vast trading, high-end markets and of trade goods, expensive like, you know, jewelry and things like that. Any kind of high-end like needs you may have, that would be the place to do it. And then of course the other side is Gold Crest, so kind of middle class housing here, but as you see in the distance, it only gets bigger and more opulent the closer that you get. And you kind of look in the distance and kind of where this large citadel kind of raised above the rest of the city, kind of almost built into like the rock as it kind of juts out from the mountain, as they had kind of flattened the bottom portion of it. But you can see the raised wall and inner wall of battlements. There's a large kind of greenery below that, and you can see just a large keep inside, which you would think would probably be the citadel where you would be led to talk to the general. But as you kind of make your way in just this large city, to of course do your business and maybe get an audience with the king, that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Ooh.
So congratulations to all of you. You all can level to level 6.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it when you turn in the contract, but I was trying to get it at the break, so but no big deal.
Take it. We got to the next hub, so we level up. We got that exploration
Yeah.
gave us that last point to ding over the counter. You know,
Yeah.
discovered. It's Falchion.
Falshir.
Falshir. Sorry. How do you spell that?
Falshiir. And real quick, is anybody gonna roll for their hit points?
I'm just gonna take the
Okay.
average because it's better for me.
Ron's gonna roll.
Ron's gonna roll. All right.
I'll roll with you, Ron. I'll roll with you.
Okay,
I didn't
alright.
do it
If
last
they're-
level,
if
but I'll
they're
do it this
rolling, I'll
level.
Okay,
roll.
one at a
Yeah.
time.
you
So
you
we'll
guys
do.
gonna be my Huckleberry?
Yep, Ron first. What's your roll, buddy?
I'm your Huckleberry.
I rolled an 8.
Very nice. All right. Awesome.
I forget how this
Valken,
works.
go ahead and make your roll if you're gonna roll.
I forget how this works.
Just
Oh,
roll
that's right.
whatever your hit dice is.
It's a
So
D8.
yeah, for a monk you
monks?
would be D8.
It's just one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, watch this be super bad.
What do I roll? A D10?
See in a second.
I don't know. Okay. You can do it. I'll
it's
can.
8.
You got an 8.
What?
Okay, and then you would add
Nice.
your. Of course, you take your dice roll and add your Constitution modifier, for your hit points. So Bryn,
Ooh.
go for it.
So I
Okay.
roll a D10?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Wish me luck. Okay, 5.
All right. And add your con
So it's
modifier,
5 plus
Um,
my con modifier.
which should be probably
So-
+2 because everybody is +2, I think.
Yeah.
So, for those of you that are rolling, make sure to go into your character sheets and select the manual HP. Otherwise, it'll like reset itself next time. So just kind of click on the little anvil with the hammer on it, and then I think on the
Is that manage HP?
yeah, I think it's on like the
How do I
first page.
say
manual though? Oh God, I can't find this.
It's hit point type, and then it's manual. So on the page,
Oh, I have
it's
to go to
home.
the first page.
Yep, it's on the
and
home
set it.
page. So we'll work it out here in a minute.
I
But
gotcha.
first thing, I got the poll to pick for the MVP of the
About
episode.
that, I think
Ooh,
we
yeah.
forgot to do MVP last time.
So what I'll
So
do
can we say
is
the top two?
top 2 is what I was gonna do. So vote for MVP,
Thanks.
Bryn, Ron, Valken, or Vin for MVP, and they have some inspiration up for grabs. But once again, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. A lot of fun RP, some backstory stuff, some really interesting stuff that's potentially may happen or may not. But like I said, all the support, we very much appreciate it. You know, the raid, and Shadow, if you're still here, thank you very much. We try to keep it in the game to be immersed, but thank you for bringing your community over here with us. And for those of you that followed and you know, subscribed, I very much appreciate it. You know, we also have a Patreon. We also have merch available if you want to support the stream for us to get cooler stuff, better maps. But anyway, without any further ado, let's do some quick shout outs. I'm going to start with Bunny Dreadful. People know what you got going on in streaming.
Hey, that's me. Hi. My name is Bunny Dreadful. I'm a art streamer here on Twitch. So if you like D&D and you like art, come and hang out. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. This week we've been working on a orc monk character commission design, and I don't know what we're doing next, but it'll likely be D&D related. I did the character art for the channel, so if you like that, come and hang out. Thanks, bye.
Thank you very much, Bun. Also in the chat, there's all their, you can see their names below and on the screen for where to find them, but there's also some links in chat here. We're gonna go next with Mac and Cheese, please.
It's me, Mac and Cheese, please. I make Minecraft content on the YouTubes, and I recently have started streaming again on Twitch because I recently moved and I took 2 to 3 weeks off. I think we're gonna play Smash on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. If you want to check me out, you can. If not, that's cool too. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Mac. Up next, Boobs Like Jagger from the GGN crew. Let people know what you got going
what's happening? Hi, friends. I'm Moobs. I'm one of 4 members of the GGN crew. We all Voltron together to make the ultimate channel that is variety. 4 different hosts, which I am one of them. I play on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we've been doing a ton of Final Fantasy 14. So if you love Final Fantasy 14 content, come check us out. And also, for the remainder of the year, we're raising money for Extra Life, which is benefiting the Children's Hospital Orange County. And for every $1 donated, we will either do 1 squat or 1 push-up per $1. So there you go.
Whoa. Okay, and last but not least, Virtual Spectre. Let everybody know what you got going on.
My name is Virtual Spectre. I'm a variety content creator from the future here on Twitch. And lately, we've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14. It's been awesome. And tomorrow, we're going to be checking out Fallout 76 for the very first time to see what's going on in that game, because apparently it's gotten better. So, you know, if you are into any of that stuff, or you just like video games and want to hang out with somebody from the future, follow me. Do it. Join us.
Yeah, once again, thank you all so much. I appreciate you for watching. We'll be back on Friday of next week. So this is me, Maximus. This is my channel.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Thought
this
you were
is
gonna
me.
forget.
I live here and I play video games, and you should watch them. That's my spiel.
Wow.
If you're here and you don't know me, that's all I got. I hope you liked it.
Nice.
But anyway, thanks once again for supporting, and I think that we are going to go raid another channel playing D&D. So if you wouldn't mind sticking around and
Ooh.
Yeah.
hopping on
Let's
over there
get
and
'em.
kind of saying hello to them and drop your favorite emotes, and we'll see you over there. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Wait, who won the
See
thing?
ya.
Oh.
Oh, it was
So
Valkyrie.
yes,
Bryn.
you
Valken
are
and
number
Bryn.
1
Nice.
with getting an inspiration, and Bryn, you were number 2.
I think I have 2 inspirations now.
Falcon, you were on a landslide victory there.
Ooh.
So
Does anybody
anyway,
not have
Yeah,
an
yeah.
inspiration?
yeah,
We'll talk
No,
about
you can have
What's up?
2.
you can carry 2. That's it. But
Okay, you
anyway,
can have a floating.
see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.